this at the start. Alright, everybody, we are live. And today, we're back with my playthrough of Medal of Honor, the original Medal of Honor game from 1999. And I think today we're going to complete the game. Did I forget to copy the stream key? The YouTube stream's taking a while to start. No, there we go. It's up now. Cool. So, chat, a bit of a later start for me today than usual. I got the PlayStation 2 Retro Gem today. I ordered it this week. And I'm trying to set it up with the Shiny Edition, but you have to connect to Wi-Fi. And it's just not wanting to work on my Wi-Fi whatsoever. It's freaking been irritating, but I've decided to just give up on it and just go live now, because I've been working it for 3 hours. So we're just going to continue this, and I'll try and work with it more after. Obviously, I'm still waiting more orders from Amazon. I've got the network adapter and all that stuff. I wish I could just use the network adapter over Ethernet to connect to fucking the Retro Gen Online, but you actually have to use Wi-Fi. It's so annoying. And I don't think it supports 5 gigs. It's annoying. But that's why today's stream I'm a bit later because of that. But I'll worry about it after today's stream. So we're going to continue this. I think we're 70% through the campaign, so we should complete this today.
Welcome back, Patterson. I hope you've had a chance to warm up after your visit to the North Pole. Because time is of the essence for this next mission. We're sending you to the Steinberg salt mine, located just outside of the Austrian village of Alt-Aussee. The Third Reich has used the mine as its all-purpose safety deposit box, creating a vast cache of paintings and sculpture. The Nazis have had over 6 years to plunder the riches of Europe. They've looted art from personal collections and museums, stealing almost the entire cultural heritage of Western civilization. Now, I know I might not look it, but my college minor was art history, and it gives me grief to no end when I think about everything that's been lost in this war. All the art that's been destroyed in the never-ending artillery barrages and bombing raids.
I don't want to speak to that scene.
2 days ago, our intelligence intercepted a communique from the regional governor ordering the destruction of the Steinberg salt mine and all the artwork inside. The garrison's commander responded enthusiastically that the place would be wired with enough explosives to destroy not only the mine, but part of the adjoining town as well. Sadly, this situation is not without precedent. Last year, after the invasion, Hitler ordered the general in charge of Paris, von Dietrich von Cholitz, to burn the city lest it fall into Allied hands. For history's sake, Cholitz refused and declared Paris an open city, saving it from certain destruction.
That's actually a true story.
Unfortunately, what Cholitz did was an aberration in the way your typical German officer thinks. There's a jeep waiting for you outside, Lieutenant. Stop this madman from carrying out his orders. Dismissed.
That's a true story, though. Hitler did order the commanding officer of France when Paris was getting surrounded to actually detonate the entirety of Paris, destroy the Eiffel Tower, destroy many bridges, pretty much destroy the economy and the city pretty much completely. But luckily, the general had common sense and decided not to do that. Because by 44, I think a decent amount of Germans knew that they were going to lose the war. Unless you were delusional. But anyway, let's continue. I don't think I've ever heard the Colonel get emotional like that about a mission. This is a side of him I have not seen before. He must have grown fond of you over the past year to open up like that. Well, my friend, I suppose that makes 2 of us. That sounds like quite a dangerous situation you're being sent into. Please be careful. As the war continues to go on against them, the Germans seem to get more and more desperate. Expect heavy resistance if you head towards the main entrance. Now that we've both learned what a Panzerwreck is, I made sure that OSS Corps issued an equivalent weapon to take on this mission. Just remember not to fire it inside. It can hurt you as much as it hurts them. Since it may be a few more days before the Allied armies catch up to you, we need you to damage the infrastructure as much as possible. Because of this, once the garrison depends solely on large electric generators to keep power, they guard them heavily, but not the petrol needed to run them. Use your demolition charge to take it to fuel tank. Okay. Also, chat, as I said, I'm still waiting on items arriving. I've got all the stuff from the post and all that, but I'm still getting stuff from Amazon. So I'll let you guys know probably. But if for some reason the door chaps and I forget to tell you, just if I stop pausing the game for no entire reason and I don't alert you guys, you know why. But I'm pretty sure I will alert you guys. Okay, so we have got a Panzerwreck. He wasn't joking. All right, let's continue this. but we can't kill them super fast. I'm glad this does that. I'm glad you can't put a modded control scheme in this game though. Because I'd probably forget the controls. But I actually kind of remember the controls because I updated the control scheme to be a bit more modern. Which you can actually do in the game. You don't need an emulator to do it. Now, I don't know how good it would play on a PS1 controller though. L2 and R2 being the aim and shoot button. Because pre-PlayStation 4, pretty much L1 and R1 is usually better to shoot and aim. From personal experience. The fuck was that one? But oh wait, it's throwing a grenade. Okay. I should change weapon, honestly. Let's change to the SMG for these places. And I still gotta be careful because this game you don't switch weapons. I wonder when they'll introduce that in a Medal of Honor game. If you run out of ammo on a gun, I wish you would switch weapons automatically. You don't. You don't switch weapons automatically. And the guy keeps doing like a gun jamming animation with his gun. It's kind of funny. I'm surprised that isn't a thing because I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. I don't remember them if you change weapons. I don't remember if the original Doom you would change weapons automatically if you ran out of ammo. I think that is a thing in the future versions, but I don't know if that was a thing in the original DOSBox version of Doom. If you know what I mean. I don't want to use the Panzer Strike. I want to save it for versus. As well. I don't want to use it. If I sound pretty tired, chat, it's because of that crap I've done. Getting up early, and I hate getting up early. But tomorrow should be back to normal, honestly. I think I'm going to get a takeaway tonight, man, and get some kind of coffee. Do my system. I might try and stay up a bit later tonight. That AMG. Get that as an AMG. Let's see. Okay, this is not good. We don't have a lot of health. Ah, we're fucking dead. Fuck. Not played this in a fucking minute. I've not played this in a fucking 3 days, man. And they put me in an instantly hard mission already, man. You know, I probably should have streamed today. Whatever. Too late now. Maybe what I should have done is I took today off and just streamed on the Sunday instead. This week. Because that absolute fucking shattered today, man. My back and my neck's killing me, is it? Fuck off. No way! I wonder if this will be like that one Halo stream I did fucking 30 years ago, man, where I got stuck on a section forever because I had played. This is honestly probably fast. What? What the fuck? He picks up the fucking gun. No fucking way. No fucking way he does that. Cheeky little fucking devs, man. I don't know if that's because in an old game system or if that's... I hate the Panzer Strike, man. And I hate any game that enemies carry fucking rocket launchers. Any game, an enemy carries a rocket launcher, I don't like the game. To a certain point of view, like, if Halo Combat Evolved didn't have the fucking rocket flood, the rocket flood do kind of ruin the game. Right. Oh man, I hate it when it doesn't kill him. That's the only problem with doing a frickin' playthrough where I'm playing a game every few days, man. Especially these older type of games. Play an older game, right? You do a playthrough of it, you take a day off to play another game, right? Then you go play it the next day and you're fucking hell, like, fucking hell, I'm awful at this game. All of a sudden. You're not actually bad at the game, it's just you've not played it in a minute. Please kill him. Well, it actually worked. That didn't work last time. Okay, please tell me there's some health. There must be health around here, surely. Surely there's some health. No fucking way there's no health. They expect you to fight AMG turret and they don't give you... And another guy just goes straight on it! If you run away, that's crazy. That's fucking nuts. I hate those Panzerschrecks, man. They're fucking evil. They're actually evil. What's the objectives? Destroy the generator fuel, locate main entrance. Maybe I can block the truck. Not that. Well, I'm so fucked. Fucking dead. Fucking dead. No fucking health, man. No fucking health. They expect you to fight a fucking MG turret and they don't give you any fucking health, man. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew I was gonna get to a certain bit in the game. Take a bit, obviously take a part off because I do multiple playthroughs at once. Then go to another playthrough and play like absolutely fucking abysmal. I knew this was gonna happen. It's so predictable, these old games, man. You gotta get in a smooth way of playing them. Then you take a day break to do another game, then you play absolutely abysmal. That guy blew himself up. He did. Nice. Thank you. Hopefully this is the only mission that has rocket enemies on it, and this ain't gonna be a trend from now on. Probably will be, no doubt. Because I do not like fighting enemies with rocket launchers. In any game. Reminds me of the rocket flood. You know, the rocket enemies in this do remind me of the rocket flood quite a bit in Halo. We're not going to pick up that health, I'm going to wait. I'll backtrack and pick up that health later. That's not just too much health here. Somehow. Is he dead? I've got that little bit of health, but that's not too bad. What's that there sound? Fuck, I missed. Alright, let's rush this guy before his fucking friends show up. What an idiot. I'm glad he blew himself up though. Thank you for blowing yourself up, pal. Thank you very, very much. At least they're kind of slow. They're not as bad as Rocket Flood. Rocket Flood would react instantly. Like if this was Rocket Flood, they would legit react instantly upon seeing you. They actually are quite balanced, the rocket enemies in this. That's a fucking grenade. I think they have to be on screen to damage them though, sadly. Like if they're not on screen you can't damage them. I don't trust that guy. Like why would you stand up in the air and start shooting? Like you shoot me off screen. Anything you swap here? Nope. I can see, yep. Nice try, dude. I need to love throwing grenades in this. Oh! No! Oh, I hate these guys so much! I hate fighting rocket enemies. I hate fighting rocket enemies. Hopefully this is near the end of the mission. Come on. Because I think the rocket launcher will actually one-tap you in this game who gets the direct hit. Which, good luck trying to dodge a rocket in this game. Or is that what happened consistently when you shoot them? You're almost out of ammo, man. Do I need to detonate all these, or...? Follow them all. Yep, we can do them all. Right, let's do this one first. Alright, now we're going to locate the main entrance. I find it funny, it doesn't even actually blow them up. It's just like a random bomb. A detonation. But yeah, I also got strolled last night as well. Like last night I was playing Warframe because the new update came out. My god, man, I spent like 2 hours. Okay, this is the end of the mission, fuck. Spent like 2 hours trying to get the Kuva weapon and the Tenet weapon, the new Tenet weapon, the Kuva weapon they added in. Fucking hell, man, I farmed it for so long. Then I accidentally fucking stabbed a Sister of Prowess and I had to do a shitty Sister of Prowess, so I weapon I didn't even want. Fun times. It was certainly fun. In its own way. 75%. I wonder if there's only 5 missions remaining. Said there was 9 missions online. If each mission's like 5%, then we only got like 5 missions remaining. Anyway, the upper mine contains... Oh, it's an actual mine. I thought it said minefield for some bizarre reason. The upper mine contains many treasures, but the one in particular that Konoha wants you to save. Reckoning Academy as the definitive version of Canon's style with Tales, even more so than the virtuous Ellis men. The Danhood Mascot was on loan to Runner when the Germans marched into Paris. Keep the paint and trouble safe, but be sure to grab the book or the Connor will be very upset. Connor may have a personal interest with the martial objective inside the mine, but I'm more concerned about the human enemy you're about to face. According to the power of communications we entered, the mine should be crawling with a particular minute. With the elite demolition squad of the SS Panzer Corps. This is a member of the veteran crew. 3 years ago, they were wired a fire. They wired a Paris school to explode, thinking it would draw some of the migrants out of hiding. Their plan worked, but they blew up the school anyway. My brother Jarwick gave his life saving some of the children inside Paris. Please stop these monsters. Okay. Fucking blowing up the school, man. Jeez. I'm sorry, but if there's a war zone, you should probably homeschool. If your country's been conquered, you should probably homeschool. Or, like, I don't know, leave. I don't know if I would stay around if my country got conquered. Probably, I don't know. My country's never been fully conquered though, so fuck knows. So I couldn't comment on that if I would leave if my country ever did get conquered, because, well, we've never been fully conquered. Like, England's tried to conquer fucking Scotland many times over the fucking centuries. He's got a fucking rocket. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that guy was hostile or not. That's why I didn't shoot him. Because he was just interacting. It did say something about the SS, but I thought he might maybe surrender or something like that. Probably like the scientists though. They pretend to surrender. Bro, why the frick have they got like a bunch of kings and queens of fucking England, man? Who the fuck wants a painting of frickin' Henry VIII? No offense. You know what? I'm glad I ain't Catholic. Or, I mean, I'm not religious in general, but if I was fucking Catholic, man, I'd be trying to burn that. Because, fucking, obviously you're Catholic, you fucking hate Henry VIII, right? More fucking paintings. You know this is an old game. Oh shit, you're shooting us now. Strike. Can I destroy it? Am I meant to destroy it or something? I guess. Nah. Just cover a manual strip and kill the SS guys. I will say something though, even though the rocket enemies are kind of bullshit in this, gameplay wise, it ain't terrible for a game, for a shooter game on a console that came out before Halo. Yeah, dude, certainly the former generator. Yeah, this is kind of like Call of Duty 2 in a wee bit. It's got a rocket launcher. Why else are you stunning like that? No, I don't. You can't really tell if they got a rocket launcher from a distance. But usually they like go crouch like that. That guy's 100% got a rocket launcher though. Fucking bazooka, man. A one-man army. Why the fuck do they have all freaking RPGs? Oh, thank you for missing. Alright, we still gotta find more demolition guys. Half of the damage got eliminated. Only half? I feel like I killed 4 guys. So we will be doing this full series over the next few months. Wait, I'm getting shot in the back. Nope. Oh, fuck me. I fucking hate these rocket enemies! Why do these enemies carry fucking rocket launchers? fucking hate rocket enemies in any fucking game. Absolutely despise rocket enemies, like, across the board. They're just not fun enemies to fight in any video game, like, ever. Like, they're just the most bullshit enemies in every game that ever exists. Just hassling an enemy with a fucking rocket launcher. Especially a game like this. Fighting rocket enemies are actually extremely bad in this, because you can't really move while you're aiming down the sights, you know? You can't move at all when you aim down the sights in this, so if a guy's got a rocket launcher, fucking you better prayer that he misses. I guess I got a grenade. Maybe he'll blow himself up. No, he didn't. He ran away. Bro, stop picking up your teammate's fucking grenade. Maniacs! If I die in this run, I won't even be mad because I took so much damage in this run. But the difficulty is significantly increasing, as I knew it would, because it's always a thing with these old games, man. It's always a thing with these old games, man. They start off really easy, then the difficulty scaling goes like crazy. I was gonna say, don't tell me that guy can tank a fucking rocket hit. Bro, what's that dodge animation? What was that dodging, man? The animation in this game are actually really funny. The game that came out before I was even born. Just something about these games in this era, man. I just that guy dying like 2 bullets. Don't you dare. Yep, he had a fucking bazooka. I wonder why they call it a bazooka in this game. It's a fucking Panzerschreck that the Germans used. The Panzerschreck! Use the Panzerschreck! Or the Panzer 1000 as well, there too. The one that more looks like an RPG, then the one that more looks like a rocket launcher. You know, like, that's a... Well, they're the same thing, but you know what I mean. A rocket launcher's... Thank you for missing, man. My run could have been over there. If that guy did not miss, my run would have been over. We would have had to do the whole fucking mission again. Thank you very much for missing. That is so cheeky. Spawning them behind me, that is so fucking cheeky. That's actually so cheeky, game. That's so evil. Spawning enemies behind you like that. You know, like that's the most evil thing ever a game can do. Spawn enemies behind you with rocket launchers. Doesn't seem like they're all guaranteed a rocket launcher though, like fuck. At least. At least you can carry so many rocket rounds in this, so it actually makes using the rocket launcher kind of worth it. Gonna say, that's kind of weird. That guy didn't count, I guess. Which is an extra. I guess that's just in case you miss one, maybe. Fresh action on the other one. Please tell me it's the end of the level. Nice. At least the levels are not too bad in this. Imagine it was like a half an hour level, man. Sometimes old games, the fucking missions going for like 20 minutes to half an hour, man, then you die once and you're like, oh, fuck me. I've got to restart the entire mission again. Oh wow, we got a 3-star. Probably because the rocket launcher's amazing in this though. You get the rocket launcher with like 20 bullets, you could pretty much just fly through the mission. Still, I don't want the enemies to use the rocket though, regardless. I'd rather have no rocket launchers at all in the entire game though. Maybe for like a tank fight or something like that would be kind of cool, but I don't like fighting enemies with rockets in general. Anyway, Mason Patterson, your actions have helped honor all that my brothers fought for. Unfortunately, it comes to hard, but the Demolition Squad has already wired the lower part of the mine. You're going to have to disarm all the bombs. Fortunately, the SS crew was not known for their elegant craftsmanship. They just linked to charm a crown of explosions into a small box and then took it home to a cheap bomb and got use your action buttons. Okay, also be on the lookout for the Crusader infantry. It should contain an inventory of all the stolen loot in the mine. Hopefully, we'll be able to return it all to the rightful owners. By his reputation, we all know that Carter is an intelligent and a decent man who is working for the Nazis against us. Well, don't be surprised if you hear him publicly challenge the stomach during your assault. Well, I don't know what it looks like. I've never heard of talking to a friendly NPC in this game, so... prayer I don't shoot him. Actually, prayer I don't accidentally kill him if he's in the map. Because I might. This game hasn't had a friendly NPC the entire game. I guess you could say neutral during the stealth missions, but... if you want to count that. What an idiot. He just blew himself up. Does it reset my bazooka ammo as well? No, it keeps them. Oh, okay. You know what's crazy, chat? A few missions ago, we had a... last stream, we had a stream where I had like fucking 50 bazookas on. No, it was 50 grenades on. But they just have no range. So... oh, that's what they look like. But it was kind of scary though. You don't have a rocket launcher at that range, right? No, they would give you a rocket launcher at that range. It's so funny though. It doesn't even make sense. I killed a guy behind him. He doesn't even know I killed him. Yeah, he just has his crazy ass gun on, like he gun shoots. Okay, that's the easy part. So it's gonna be the open part where all the grenades are gonna be. I wonder if I use the explosive, it won't shit up though. Freaking Germans. I'm gonna check the first one actually. Excuse me, chat. Oh. I don't know who's speaking in the background. Yes! Blow up your own fucking man, you idiot! What a fucking imbecile. To be my guest, blow up your own man. Just no rocket guys in the vent, please. Off the tops in this game though. Okay, we're halfway. Can we get up here? Oh. Doesn't look like... Doesn't look like we can. Can I get the MP40? Yes, at least we can get the MP40 out there. Well, I was going to say get the MP40, but you can only carry one SMG in this. So... Only the early missions in the game we had access to the MP40. Kind of interesting comparison. I don't know if it'd be fair in an actual real battle on MP40 or fucking rocket launcher. No. Guess not. I do not like fighting rocket enemies in video games. I know I keep keep saying it over and over and over again, but I really don't like fighting enemies with rocket launchers in my video games. No! I wish they had changed that pistol if you went up close to them. I don't know why he shoots up in the air like that. I don't know what he hopes to accomplish by doing that. Ah, they're so cheeky, man. They pick up their fucking grenades like that, man. How does he pick it up that fast? That's why the grenades are useless, because they just pick up the fucking grenade. Anyway. The grenade takes like 10 seconds to blow up, but has no range, and they just pick up the grenade from back. I wish I could do that. Maybe there is a way I can do that. I get resets to defuse when they pick it up, though. Because you would not have enough time to do that. No way. Okay, I got him. I love the rocket launcher. I might hate enemies using the rocket launcher, but I won't lie, I do love using it myself. Yeah, I saw the bomb switches. I got everything? Yep. We're done. Yay! That wasn't too bad, actually. It's not too bad. To be honest, I'm kind of getting used to the rocket enemies a little bit now. Especially since it's not a brand new mission, you keep getting more rockets, so... Oh, that was a short my life.
Following in the footsteps of the ME-163, the Messerschmitt 262 was the first true turbojet fighter aircraft.
Yep.
Capable of flying 100 miles per hour.
But there was actually a jet that came before this, but it wasn't combat
The
really.
262 streaked across the sky at more than half the speed of sound. It was an aircraft truly ahead of its time. The Germans hoped it would win back the air superiority they so desperately desired. But the 262 was not invincible, and it was too little, too late for the Luftwaffe.
Still a cool jet though. The first combat jet, you said it was the first jet, it actually wasn't. The first jet was like made in like the late 1930s, but combat jet related that were mass produced to be used in combat, yeah. It wasn't until pretty much the end of the war. Then I think the Japanese have one as well, which is a copy of the Mishi Tattoo. Alright, let's continue. The stream might be short. Mission 7. Escape from the V2 rocket plant.
This war is going to end soon, and unfortunately so may the Grand Alliance that won it. Ike's going to let the Soviets into Berlin first, and once that happens, everything will change. The
Like them
spoils of
first.
this war are not going to be land or riches, but scientific research. The Germans have a huge head start in jet propulsion and rocketry, technology that's going to change the world we live in. This mission that you begin today is why you were brought into the OSS. It's been in the planning stages since before D-Day, since before I even knew your name. Lieutenant, you're being sent back into Germany one last time, on a mission that just may determine the fate of the free world. 150 miles southwest of Berlin lies the Harz Mountain Range. Buried deep inside it is the Nordhausen Mittelwerk plant, where the Nazis have been building their rockets ever since the Peenemünde raid in '43. The facility is run by the SS, and the toughest of the Waffen divisions are stationed there. The Germans consider the V2 program their last hope, and they'll protect it at all costs. We need to learn everything the Germans know, and bluntly, we can't let the Soviets find out. Your mission is to turn their own terror weapon against them, capture their research, analyze it the best you can, then use it to destroy the facility. I've been told that luck is when opportunity meets preparedness. If that's the case, Lieutenant, I wish you all the luck in the world. I hope to see you back in London soon.
Back in London. I'm pretty sure the OSS originally ended up becoming the SAS. Or maybe it was something else. I don't want to top of my head. Anyway, so Patterson, we reached the end of our journey. Connor briefed me on this mission over a year ago. At the time, I told him that I didn't think he would ever find a field operation who could pull it off. Well, I'm happy to say that I've been proven wrong. It's been hard to get reliable intelligence out of North Hoss. The Waffen FS has been extremely careful about screening any surveillance workers for possible infiltration. Luckily, one of the scientists doctors from the University of Warsaw has been feeding us scraps of information for the past couple of months. His French is rather poor, but if I understand this last community correctly, the best way into the facility is through the V1 bus bomb. You know, well, my French is absolutely abysmal myself. Anyway, see if you can acquire the Germans V1 target list based on range and trajectory. We can backtrack from an internal target looks to find a launch site. The V1 is a nasty weapon, but it's easy to knock out of commission, at least when they're on the ground. I speak from experience. I did a few raids on the French-based sites. User demos who I realized can then open the blast doors to exit through the V2 access tunnel. Yeah, the V2s are the more dangerous one. Still, the V1 was impressive. Like, first ever rocket. Like, first ever, like, actual, like, rocket used in warfare. There was probably a rocket not used in warfare, because there were jets. They were jets before World War II. They were never made for combat. They were kind of more experimental. Also, we're going to be using the bar because who the fuck wants to use the shotgun in this game? The shotgun's absolutely abysmal in this game. The last resort, the shotgun. I'd rather use a pistol with a shotgun. It would have been kind of cool if this game, like, at an end game, we would, like, fight the Russians or something like that. Kind of like Sniper Elite V2. They should have done a Sniper Elite game in the Cold War era. It's a bit, they've done the one like or something. I think that would be kind of interesting. Change it up a bit for that IP. Yeah, just keep shooting when you're dead. Okay. Was that a grenade? Yeah, it was. I thought the guy used a rocket launcher at that range, so like, what a fucking idiot. Yeah, there's no additional health here. Nope. Cool. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure you leave a like, and if you're not around, you subscribe. We'll be doing all these games over the next several months, chat. it might take the rest of the year, because obviously we didn't play this in the What was that guy doing? Running around in a circle. You can't stop me running around in a circle. What do you think that's going to accomplish? That guy have a rocket launcher. Still alive. Oh yeah, kill him. I've noticed that sometimes you get stuck on the wee bricks like that. I don't know if that's an emulation issue or if that's an actual Can I open this? No. How much shooting, but I don't know where. These enemies are like free firing, man. It's kind of scary. I don't like enemies free firing because I don't think I'll get shot. The only problem with the bar is it drains through ammo so quickly, though. It's a good gun. Very good. It's by far the best gun in the game. Well, right now it's the best gun in the game. Do we have to go down here? Probably. We go around. Open one. Not that. B-tower, one target risk round. Cool. Okay, that's just on the way. Cool. I will say the red, even though the red distance is pretty poor, even I know it's a PS1 game, but some PS1 games have pure render distance, but despite the poor render distance, the environments do look quite decently different. So the frame rate's kind of iffy here, though. Hang on. Is that the door? Sorry, guys, I'm just gonna check. I'm expecting the door. I'm not gonna check the door right now, but I'm just gonna check. Is there a map telling me if it's nearby? It's 8 stops away. Okay. Okay. That's fine. I probably should have checked here. Fucking Jerry bastards. Fucking Jerry's. Why is this mission like bugged or something like that, man? Gun textures weren't loaded in properly. Hang on, chat. I'm gonna run back and get this medkit real quick. Is this a fueled surgeon's pack, which pretty much fully heals us? There seems like there's some kind of texture bug going on in this mission. It's probably because I got the better texture thing enabled. Why that's happening. Thank you. I was nearly dead. Thank you, Kane. Yeah, I think we're going to complete this today, shot. Online said this game was like 9 hours long. I don't know about that. It seems like we're going to complete in like maybe 6. I don't know. Maybe the percentage is off. But it's certainly, it says 87% complete. I'm not sure about that. 87% suggests to me there's only like 3 missions remaining. Or 3 levels. The Waffen-SS are the toughest soldiers in German war machine, and you're about to go up against the best of them. Now that you've made it into the main production area of Nortonhouse, it's time to put our theories about the V2 rocket test. As you know, we think the rockets are controlled by a navigation juice that's common for targets before launch. Produce a copy of the V2's schematics and analyze the data. Should prove us right or wrong about the GM. If your assumptions are correct, you need to carve out a new course and then repilot it. It's time to get tapped back on that education of your standing. Bring the rocket down from the top of the facility. Again, his French is ours, but our friend seems to indicate that the development on the experimental warhead for the rocket that yields almost 3 times the damage of the same payload. If this is true, most everything in this facility will be destroyed by the impact. So in addition to the actual V2 schematics, be sure to locate a copy of Norton's. We'll be curious to see. Okay. Pretty easy. Destroy something, steal something else. It's quite similar to the Ejectus, but I do like the way that the level design in this game is pretty good. But it is a late 90 game, so pretty much 1998, 1999 is around about the time where game developers started to figure out what the fuck they were doing with games, you know? It's when voice acting started getting better as well. Like, sure, Metal Gear Solid 1 does have some French lines, but for the most part, 1988, pretty good lines. In this game, pretty good lines as well. I mean, this was made by Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg made this game, so that, which is like a big movie director, so I would expect the game lines to be pretty good. Well, that's just like when gaming started to get a bit more serious, rather than like story-wise. Not as advanced what would become like in the early 2000s. I would say the early 2000s is like when gaming dialogue started becoming extremely advanced. That's when it like started getting realistic and all that stuff. But in the late 90s, you had your fair share of games like this. Half-Life, sure. Half-Life 1. Started getting like decent voice actors and all that stuff. Which is probably the reason why the original graphic novel games didn't do that great. Like 2D era ones. Because basic game dialogue was kinda dying. I would assume that guy was throwing grenades and doesn't have a rocket launcher. Great check, I'm not missing anything. Big shot in the back. Cheeky get. Nice spawn location though. That's my fault. I should have double checked. I'm surprised that they don't make the Germans use the SGG-44 and then, like, we're fighting the SS. I thought the SS would be like using, like, you know, chat. I'm gonna run all the way back to the start of the level to get this hill because I'm almost dead. Sorry guys, but I gotta get some health. Because if I die, I gotta restart the entire level anyway. So it doesn't really make much of a difference if you know what I'm saying. Like running all the way back. I don't know why I said that like that, but you know what I mean. These are quite energetic, man. Okay, it's better than nothing. You know what? It's better than nothing. Picking that up. I'd rather have green health if possible. Wait, we're stuck. Okay. Just to let you all know, this game was not made to be played on widescreen, and there's no strangely enough, no one ever made a widescreen patch for this game. Weirdly enough, which is kind of surprising, because the Medal of Honor was, I would say, it was kind of popular at the time. Like World War II. Remember, this game came out before freaking World War II shooters were overdone. Like, people actually want. This was kind of the game that kind of made the buff to World War II shooters getting really popular on FPS games. Like, this is the game that kind of started the World War II trend. Now, the World War II trend's dead in gaming, but it's been dead for ages. But that's because most World War II games are fucking crap. That's why, like, I don't think World War II games are overdone. The problem is just most World War II games started getting really bad and generic, and it's the same thing over and over again. That's the problem. But there's a lot about the war they could explore, but they just don't. Like, you can make it like you're a resistance fighter, or certainly interesting stuff they could do. It's kind of weird though that this series, like, they made like 10 World War II games for this series. Then the World War II games started selling like shit, so they decided to go modern. Then the series died. Like, the series died when it went modern. Oh, not now. Don't tell me to update that crap now, game. Not game. Like an OLED monitor thing saying, oh, you need to clean your monitor. Not clean the monitor, do the. It's a weird thing you do on OLED monitors, where you have to, like. It's like a thing where it turns it off for like 5 minutes, and it always pops at the worst possible time ever, man. Always shows up at such a bad time. Might use the rocket launcher a little bit. I don't have much ammo for the SMG. Sounds like a grenade. Yeah, it jumped in. Okay, so that's where we need to go. I think that's just something we're going to pick up. Yep. Gain access to the Guardian Lab. This is actually quite a long level. Surprised that guy did not get alerted at all. A weird death animation. Like, oh, so I died? So I started blasting. Okay, that looks really weird. Warning, Keslanana. That's what warning means in German. That's how you pronounce it in German. No, I'll be honest. I mean, it's because obviously original English actually did come from German, so that's why some English and German words are kind of like look similar compared to like French. French fucking no similar to English whatsoever. But like German words are kind of similar to like English words, like the way they're pronounced. Obviously, they don't technically written because it's their language, but I would imagine it's a lot easier to learn German than French. wouldn't mind knowing German. Though, to be honest, you kind of want to know all the European languages, because if you know the main European languages, you're pretty much set in most places in the world. Like, if you know English, French, Spanish, you pretty much know the entire continent of Africa. South America as well. For the most part, apart from Brazil, you need to know Portuguese, but Spanish is the rest of South America. That's not too bad. You know, like 2 continents. Perhaps Portuguese and Spanish sound similar. Guys, split screen. One idiot. Blew himself up. Thank you though for blowing yourself up. You literally saved my life though. Okay, that's the mission. Good. I always keep nearly dying near the end of the mission, so we're getting very lucky. These missions are starting to take a little bit longer though. I love the movement speed in this. They did a very good job of the movement speed in this.
This rare color footage captured by the Allies shows the early days of the German V-2 rocket program. Capable of hitting targets as far away as London, these so-called vengeance weapons were of great interest to the High Command. One can only imagine the devastation if the Nazis had succeeded with their heavy water research and perfected an atomic warhead. Just as the Me-163 had ushered in the jet fighter, the V-2 heralded the beginning of the missile age, the implications of which would carry through to all the generations of mankind to follow.
You know, color's so weird for like these old documentaries and all that stuff, because you see them in color, right? Like these World War II shit. Then there's like stuff that came out like after World War II, like the 1950s and the 1960s and the early 70s, that somehow actually look worse in color. It's really weird. Like, it's really strange. Granted though, back then, you didn't really get, let's just say, you pretty much had to be a millionaire. You pretty much had to be a millionaire to fucking get a color TV until like fucking 70s to the 80s. I mean, I wasn't around that time, so don't. I'm probably wrong in some aspects, but I don't think there was a common household got like color on their TVs until like the 1980s. Outside of America, it would be the 1980s. America would probably be like the 70s. Alright, it's the department of your assault. The Germans harshly load the sabotage guards into the rocket front, and the terrorist launch stock grenades knows what you're up to, so he's quietly made an exit along with someone named Werner von Ballen. I don't know how you pronounce that name. That's probably completely wrong. Anyway, before we depart, Shirko did you a big favour. He cut the communication cable between Nordstrom Command and the launch granary. It goes without saying, but the granary will be heavily defended. You're going to make it down there, Patterson. It's the only place to naturally launch the rocket. You find it. Set off obstacle controls inside the blockhouse. Begin the launch sequence from there. With the communications cut, there will be no way from the command center to stop it. If you were successful in sabotage and they've grown the research go into good just second after launch. Stay inside the blockhouse. It's been reinforced by explosions of the magistrate. When the rocket comes crashing on top of you, it will be the only safe place in all of us. Alright, good luck. Yeah, I'm gonna need luck. I would assume there's probably another mission after this, just by the fact that we're like 91%. 2 stops away. Okay, this thing's gonna be arriving very soon. Probably gonna arrive middle of this mission, so I need to answer the door. Halfway through this level. Just launch the sabotage. Let's try it here. What the hell? Where the fuck did you come from? No, there's another one with a rocket. No fucking way. I'm not the only one with a rocket launcher. Oh, it's just another way around, okay. This down my head. Nice. That's so cheeky, man, that spawn. Got no ammo on my bar though, so I gotta use this a wee bit. I love the riot. It's so overpowered in this. Oh! 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 Gotta become the parkour master, man. Oh! Oh! He's got a rocket launcher! Wait, you just melee? That's kind of cool if you run out of ammo. Man, too bad the game's frame rate kind of collapses when there's like 20 people on the screen. This is definitely a game limit industry. It must be a game limit. Hey, what's up, Jerry? I don't know who you throw that grenade at. Don't you dare. What the fuck? Why are they spawning there? Can I blow that up? I can. Yeah, I get grenades. Grenades are better. Oh, what the hell? The grenades weren't doing that earlier. At least it does damage me. Okay, so we know where they go if I die again. Where? I hate the rocket launcher so much in this game. They actually make me kind of shit myself. Not literally, but... Well, fucking literally. Very fucking literally. That'd be very embarrassing. If that was the case. Okay, where the fuck do I go? I can't get out of here. I guess you just gotta stay in here. Oh, there we go. If anybody knows German, what are those guys saying? Are they gonna block the sky or something? Okay. To be honest, we should be dead. We should be dead. Like, we should be dead. Like, a V2 rocket would kill you. No one can guarantee Cessna war, but only deserve it. It's still good. Yeah, it's still... Victory. Wait, is that the game? Wow.
General Eisenhower informs me that the forces of Germany have surrendered to the United Nations. The flags of freedom fly all over Europe.
Medal reward, 1 star. I think so much damage to stars, man. Is that the game? Are we done with the game? The game fucking said, I swear, I looked up online and the stupid fucking Googles, the AI said this game was like 9 hours long. It must have, you know what it was? I typed out, you know what it was? I bet you the stupid Google AI was talking about Medal of Honor fucking 2010. Because it's got the exact same name. Even though I typed in Medal of Honor 1999. Yeah, so it seems to just replay the final mission over and over again. Okay. I was wondering, I was like, fucking hell, man. We're flying through this game. I was thinking that. I was like, how is this game? We're already 70% through the game. How is this game 9 hours long? It's not 9 hours long. Maybe, yeah, that's us done. Well, that's us done, chat. No credits or anything like that. Didn't have credits when this game came out, I suppose. No end credits, so we're just done. So, yeah, that was pretty fun. Actually, not too bad. Actually, not a bad game. Generally, not bad at all. A game that came out pre-Halo 1, FPS-wise, doesn't play that bad, to be honest. Everybody always says Halo Combat Evolved was always the game that revolutionized, like, FPS shooters on console and that. Yeah, sure, but... I don't know. It's like, the more I play these certain older games, like, that actually have decent control schemes, I'm like, did it? Did Halo 1 really revelation? Because look at these controls, chat. I'll show you real quick. Like, obviously, control scheme 1 is from its era, right? That does look like some from its era, right? It doesn't actually look that bad. But, like, control scheme 4 looks pretty fucking modern to me. Like, the only thing that's not modern is the aiming system, where you can't move while aiming. And it's just, it's not the best. But honestly, I don't know, man. That's another game I've been shocked by. Like, they always like, oh, Halo is the game that made console control scheme feel good. No, I disagree with that. That's 2 games now I've played where the control scheme before Halo Combat Evolved FPS shooter felt quite good on console. Like, we also did the original Red Faction game when I did that last year, which Red Faction came out like 6 months before Halo Combat Evolved. That game felt pretty good shooting as well for a PS1 game. Not a PS1, a PS2 game that came before Halo. So I never understood this statement like, oh, Halo was the game that modernized shooting. Yeah, truly, the default control scheme, I suppose, but all you have to do is just change the control scheme in the game, and it literally just plays like the control scheme's just like a modern game. I just never understood that argument. Like, I guess it's because it's the default control scheme. But, hey, if you're going to play an old game, you probably should change the control scheme. But anyway, chat, I guess that's done. Like, I guess that's done today, so, So a bit of a short stream, I'll be honest, but I'm really busy today, so I'm kind of glad it was a short stream. So, we will be doing, the final Halo game. We'll do that on the Monday. Obviously, we're going to continue my playthrough of the Old Republic MMO tomorrow. But, we'll be doing the final Halo game, which I think is Halo Spartan Assault, or Spartan Strike. So, yeah, that's the final Halo game, which we'll probably do that on one stream. Then we'll do a tier list. Then we'll start LEGO Star Wars 3. Then, after we've completed LEGO Star Wars 3, we will do the next Medal of Honor game, which will be Medal of Honor Underground, which is also a PlayStation 1 Medal of Honor game as well. Then after that, we will be getting to like the PS2 era and all that. We're going to be doing all the Medal of Honor games. I'll do all of them, and I'll probably do a tier list. But anyway, I've got nothing else to say, chat, so I will see you all next.